This is Christoph Yalik.
This is Just Janet.
And this is K. Colley.
And this is
the Just Nuggets Podcast.
Welcome back to the Just Nuggets Podcast. My name is K. Colley, and it was a championship summer. How's everyone doing?
Oh, we're great. Great. Looking forward to it.
We got Just Janet talking. How you doing?
Just Janet back.
Christoph Yalich, how you living over there?
Hey, bro, walking on the moon still. The banner goes up officially tomorrow. The squad gets their rings tomorrow. It's October 23rd, 2023.
Yep.
And the Nuggets are still NBA champions.
They are.
So we got the ring ceremony. We're hyped.
Very hot. And a banner. Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be so cool going to Ball Arena sometime this year.
And looking up.
And for the first time, just really seeing a new Nuggets banner that means something. Like, don't get me wrong, the conference division championships are cool, but to see a NBA championship,
100%. I now thinking about it, I remember we used to always go, and I look up and I see the Dan Issel, or the Alex English jersey, hanging up there, and then later on the Mutombo, and then I remember when the Nuggets growing up and. I'd be like, oh, they had a good season. They won the division. Next year, they're going to get that thing. And I would now, when you go to Ball Arena, and to date myself, I'll look up and see they'll have like a 08, 07. I remember being like a young kid, like middle schooler. And remember when that one went up. And the Avs on the other side always had the 96 and the 2001 one. So I always remember, I was like, look at that.
Yeah. One day.
And that one day is tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's going to be really cool. And
it's going to be really cool.
Like we've always said, those hang forever.
Oh, banners hang forever. Championships hang forever.
Rings hang forever.
Well, sometimes you could pawn it.
Get rid of it, lose it, I guess. So, but,
I wonder, since I saw they had on their the official Nuggets Twitter, they had like a little promo they're doing where it was like the miners, they're mining nuggets and stuff.
Okay.
And one of the things, they shook it and it was the ring, but they had it blurred out and it said coming on the 24th.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what those look like too.
Well, I'm sure they will have some nuggets in it. They'll have gold in it for sure. They'll have diamonds for sure.
Yeah.
So that we know. They'll have gold and diamonds.
It's gonna be gaudy. I mean, is it gonna open? Who
knows?
Is it gonna be? I don't know. That's the fun part. Like we'll get to see what it looks like.
They're chill. That's a
they are
guys.
chill.
I don't know how. So I really don't know. It's not like the Golden State where they got the thing opening.
Yeah.
All that extra stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they got going. I say before we get into this week's Nuggets, I think it's important to just talk about those ugly city jerseys. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I have to be the first to say it. I do not like
First of all, I didn't know they were real. I thought they were playing with me.
They do look like I
thought they were playing. They're not. I don't know. Is it Nike that?
It is Nike. Them? Nike hasn't really put out great Nuggets uniforms.
I mean, here's
we're
the thing.
Champions. Can we get a? Can we get a decent shirt?
Which ones we want?
No,
yes.
I'm not gonna even do this. I'm not gonna say it's just the Nuggets. A lot of these is garbage, and this is league wide. Like, what are the Nets wearing? The Nets, according to this looks like it's on SB Nation.
Yeah.
They have the Nuggets in tier F with these jerseys. So, yeah, Memphis is garbage. Orlando's look like the Spurs.
Now, tier F, can you explain it to me so we can...
Okay, so you have A, B, C, D,
somebody rated
E, F. Yeah, you graded. They got a grade.
And the
they
Nuggets
got graded
are in F?
Yeah.
Okay, they did good.
They have a couple with the A's. It looks like Utah's, which I disagree with. Cleveland's, which I definitely disagree with. When you look at it, it just says the land and like weird... that was the thing. It's like disjointed... like lettering, the copies just on everyone. The Lakers one looks awful. You know what I mean?
Are they in F or where are they?
Lakers got a C.
Oh, they got a C because it's only Lakers because theirs was terrible too. It looked like it could have been on a peak. The letters looked like they were going up to a peak to me.
The one I liked that actually got an A was the Suns one, like El Valle. That one's cool.
Yeah.
I like Toronto's. I thought that one was decent, but like.
To make a long story short, Nike's not good. We can't do anything about it. That's what we got to wear.
Well, they wear them on... The first time they wear them is going to be against Dallas. I think it's November 6th. So, or it's the sixth game of the season.
Game of the season, okay. Well,
there you have it. We'll see how they look on the court.
Yeah, is there any other breaking news that we have to talk about other than...
I think there's some more important news.
Oh, yeah.
The Nuggets, as I've said, are defending champions.
Yes, they are.
And we're going into our defense year.
Yes.
So how do we repeat, or what are you looking for?
Well, first of all, I just thought of this, and I'm sorry, I'm going to switch a little bit gears, but I want to say we're really sorry about Coach's dad.
Oh yeah,
passing. We weren't on the air when it happened, and we know that's going to be a hard tomorrow for him. It's going to be happy and sad. It's going to be, melancholy for him, because he would have wished that his dad was there to see it. But he's in spirit, and we wanted you to know that we thought about you. Coach prayed for you, and
Yep.
we'll be there.
Said.
R.I.P. Brendan Malone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So back to
to that. Chris, what do you think? What do the Nuggets need to do in order to repeat? What do you want to see on the court that?
You want me on the court or
on the court in the locker room? I know there's a lot of different things coming up.
The easiest, I don't know. I've been saying it all summer. I don't think they did enough this summer. So
what do you mean?
They need to. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the show, Mr. Holiday. But Justin Holiday is our solution.
You're talking about getting the right players.
I wanted different players. I wanted to strike while the iron's hot a little bit. I like the draft class, whatever it is.
Draft class has been pretty solid.
But here's what I was going to say. What they need to do to repeat is come out the gate and be who they are. They're the world champions. But also at the same time, it's somewhere during this middle part of the season, late December, early January, if they can make a flip, get somebody who fits their system, who wants to get a ring. You've said this, and I'm going to take it from you. This is the Nuggets' Clyde Drexler year. And what I mean by that is in 1994, the Houston Rockets won an NBA championship. They went to 7 with the Knicks. It was a great all-time classic series. But then the next season, they're the lowest seed to ever win a championship. They were the 6th seed. I hope the Nuggets don't get to that. But moral of the story is what they needed an oomph in the middle thing, and they went out and they got Clyde Drexler, who had never won an NBA championship, and that just motivated him. You already know that him and Hakeem played in college together at the University of Houston. So it's something like that needs to.
Well, last year we kind of did that because we had a team full of people who had won a ring, all of them. Yeah. Okay, so I get what you're saying, but I think that maybe you're disappointed because we didn't get a clear replacement for Brucey B.
Yeah.
For Bruce.
And it seems like it's going to be by committee.
And it's going to be by committee. Whoever steps up, whoever shows up, whoever does well will get that role as the 6th man off that bench. Right now, I mean, we're going to go through this. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But in my mind, you said, what did we not do or do? What was the best thing we did to get to this?
When it comes to repeating. So for me, this is what I'd say. I think Jamal Murray coming out early and establishing himself as an all-star in the beginning will help us get back into that playoff mentality from the beginning. I think something like that is going to be useful. So if we can win those our first 20 block, I remember last year we were looking at things from 10 games.
Yeah, 10 game block.
I think if we get to 15-5 or 16-4 or even 14-5, that's a good start to say, hey, we're coming back for our repeat. Yeah. You don't want to come out kind of like what Chris is saying, where you're 10-10 or anything like that. So I think establishing that first 20 games, saying, hey, we're back and we're bringing our energy is important for the repeat.
Also, to clarify my point, they could still be 15-5 and need to make a move mid-season.
No, they could.
I'm not saying that. I was saying in Houston's case in 1995, they were the 6th seed, so they lugged through. The Nuggets, I said, obviously were the best team in basketball last season. Yeah. I think the Nuggets could come out and play exceptionally well because you still got MPJ, you still have all the pieces.
Yeah, you got the pieces.
And we have a team
it's just the bench. I'm just gonna have a firm spotlight on the bench, and I'm sure in upcoming episodes we'll discuss it then once we've seen it. But the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. Is Reggie Jackson gonna be? Is he gonna be really able to take
getting
over?
Better.
He's playing. No, I'm not hating on Reggie, and I've seen him do amazing things.
Yeah, before he got here,
I've seen him cook the Nuggets.
Yes, absolutely.
I've seen it. What I'm saying is if he can really take over that role and be the guy in that 6-7 spot off the bench that can lead the second unit, that's going to be important to see about this repeat. And the Chris's thing, do we need to make a trade at the All-Star break that's going to put us back in position?
Yes.
Because by a couple games in, maybe a month or 2 in with Reggie, we'll know exactly if we need to go get someone at the All-Star break.
And this is why I'm saying by committee, because now we're talking about the bench. Okay, Christian Braun.
Brown.
Oh, sorry.
You gonna tell him to? You guys tell him to change his last name? Like
no, I'm so sorry, Christian. CB, I always call you CB.
That's the first episode of new season.
Oh my God. Okay, so Christian is going to be that swing between the starters and the first person off the bench. In my opinion, who else would it be?
Julian.
No, he can't.
No. Later on. I say by your birthday, December 19th out there, if you guys want to send her a gift. By that point, I think Julian will be getting some high quality minutes.
I think so too.
High quality,
but
meaningful.
He's going to have to be. Now you're if you put him anywhere close to Christian, you're really giving him some credit.
No, you said who's going to be with him. That's why I even brought his name.
Okay, all right.
Oh, you're saying with CB.
Yeah, you guys missed the thing. Was the undertone. What I'm saying. He's going to be
scared me.
I think he's going to be playing a little bit over.
You scared me. I was going to take your temperature. Yeah, no, with him, I think he will be a part of the bench.
I'm saying he's going to take some of those minutes that were reserved that we've been talking about all summer and late last season with P. Watt. That's what I'm saying. I think Julian.
Ooh, so you're saying
that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna need to step it up, otherwise.
So their experience.
I said what I said.
I got to talk. I heard you say it. So you're saying their experience, and I'm saying their CB. I'm putting him in his own bucket. But Peyton Watson's experience he got in the playoffs ain't going to mean as much as what you think Strother's going to provide. Really?
No.
This is a big experience in the playoffs. Our summer league episode. This is a big jump for Chris.
It is.
In the summer league episode, you wasn't giving Strother his.
But here's my thing. I seen him in the preseason with the real team, and that's who he's gonna be out there with.
He moves great without the ball. That's
what I'm saying.
Like him, when he was playing with Jokic.
Yeah, I saw a little bit.
He knows exactly how to play with Jokic.
And I would actually.
Even if you don't have the ball, you need to be moving because Joker's going to find you.
And I'd actually say I've flipped on Hunter a little bit too. Yeah. Because in both cases, him and P. Watt, they play well when it's, when they're the team and they're the go-to guy. But when they're the 5th, 6th, 7th option,
Well, we're going to see.
Because now we need to see how you move in there. And I think Julian, to my eye, moved around and played with them the best. Another dark horse I think can be decently solid this year, and I'm saying this to elevate his trade prop, is Zeke Nnaji.
I'm going to say, is this your X Factor? Is this who you're calling Zeke your X Factor, or who are you calling?
My X Factor is Strother.
Okay.
He's not really an X anymore. Hunter could be too, because we saw they to me showed themselves in summer league, and then even more so in preseason. They've risen to the occasion. So I think that we've said the benches. First one off the bench is, to me, Christian
Brown. Brown. Yeah, Brown.
So y'all think I'm a mess up again?
I was making sure you got it right.
No, I know. CB, I love you. And so that has nothing to do with you. Okay, first one's off the CB, and then I think Reggie. Reggie's probably going to be first because he's a point guard, but, it's between those two. And then Peyton, and then Julian, and then Hunter. Only because I'm giving respect to somebody who's already been on the team last year and played in the finals. In the playoffs for sure is CB and Peyton. And so those three with Reggie, and then Julian and Hunter. And then DeAndre, of course, is going to be in there doing the center work. Yeah. And then Justin's been showing up, and we can talk about Justin and Zeke to me in the same conversation, because those two are kind of right there together.
Well, they're playing in the deep bench then. So
yes.
You're going to have Jalen Pickett as a deep bench guy too. He's going to be like the Ish Smith role for
How many people can we have on our team? Is it 13 or 15? If it's 15, let's just say, we don't know, because they cut back and forth depending on whatever. Let's say 15.
Pickett's going to be doing two-way.
And I think Hunter Tyson will probably be.
Hunter Tyson will probably be two-way.
Tyson will be back and forth between Grand Rapids.
The people I know, before y'all start talking about Pickett and Gillespie, I have 13 people. I have the 5 we know, but we haven't talked about, but let's talk about them. You mentioned Jamal. AG, Joker, Jamal, MPJ, and KCP. Done, right? 5.
Yes.
Here's the next 5.
Thank God.
Here's the next 5. CB, Reggie, Peyton, Julian Strother, and Hunter Tyson. That's 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're down to DeAndre is making the team. Come on. Justin Holiday, they already love. I mean, he's been doing his thing. And Zeke. Okay, he's gonna stay because they gave him a contract. I just read they gave him a contract. for to stay. I didn't look at the terms, but he got that, so they gave him some money. Now we know what you do. You can give him the money and still trade him. I get that, but they gave him money, so that's 13 people. So you only really have 2 more people.
Can I
so
raise
now,
you one?
Go ahead.
What if I told you Malone doesn't usually like playing rookies? So I think Zeke will be in that earlier lineup.
Okay.
I also think Payne Watson will be in those early lineups.
Of course, I do too.
So I don't know. So Strothard and Hunter whoever.
That's the last spot of 5. That's the last spot of 10.
If you're looking at preseason, then Strothard. But if you're looking at summer league, it was Hunter Tyson.
Yeah. So they'll switch in and out. So, but that's still the 10.
Those ones are gonna have to figure out who's gonna be on that team, as the main core, and then the other guys they'll
DeAndre, Justin. That's 13. And then
But then maybe Justin Holiday plays in front of those guys in the beginning too.
Yeah. So my point is those are the 13 guys. So if you get 2 more, who do you put on there? Pickett or Gillespie or who else did they draft?
I think there's Huff. I think there's a Huff too.
Jay Huff.
Yeah.
And there's Braxton Key.
All I'll say what you guys are doing right now, you guys are really in the weeds because these dudes ain't playing. Like this is garbage time. Up 20, down 20 type dudes.
And you know who else we didn't talk about? And he's hurt. Kankar.
Kankar's done.
Okay, for the year.
Blacko, yeah.
And during the
Euros. No, the World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup. I think was it his Achilles or was it his ACL?
I think it's ACL. It was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Very sad.
And he was super. He was coming along too.
Yeah.
He was making Slovenia. They had a squad. Him and Luka were looking good together.
Vlatko all the time. He's always been on the team ready. Like when
ready to go.
To be the guy that actually can play
then
some
he gets
good
hurt.
Minutes, he gets hurt.
And you know the other thing
and
too.
it's so sad because he doesn't get his just due nationally.
No.
It's like a true Blue Nuggets thing, you know. Because if he just his opportunities come and it just slightly tweaks a little bit.
So Chris said Julian Strothard. I didn't go out the limb. I said Jamal Murray as my X factor.
Come on.
Nice.
Now,
nice.
Nobody on the start. No, Dot. No, Dot. No, we're not letting you off the hook. Nobody on the starting 5 can be an X factor.
All right, fine.
That's fair. So you can't say AG.
I can't say.
I knew you were gonna go AG. That's why I said Jamal.
Y'all gotta go real chalky.
My X factor outside of them, I'll go CB. And the reason I say CB is because we saw what he did in the finals with the Heat. And if he does develop that offensive game that we saw glimpses of in the Heat, and he can really bring that, and he becomes even a 12-point person off the bench with his defensive prowess and everything, I think that would be huge for us. He could be almost a Bruce Brown replacement in a lot of ways, and if he develops an offensive game.
We saw it in the playoffs.
He has all the defense.
He has all of that. So Kristaps, who do you think?
He's already said it.
Strothard.
Okay, I take Reggie. Because I think Reggie, we did not see the best of him when he got here after the All-Star game when they picked him up, and he didn't have time, and then he had to, it was too much of a bit. We were a fast moving train by the time he got here. He had to jump on and try to hope to get some time and minutes and everything else, and he was nervous, and he was playing at home finally. He's from right down the street here in Colorado, so I think his game will come back to what we know his game could be like. And so that's my X factor.
If we get Clippers Reggie Jackson,
oh my God,
OKC Reggie Jackson, or even a bit of it, wow, I'd love to see it.
Didn't he used to wear goggles? Didn't he used to wear goggles?
He still wears them from time to time.
He just put the goggles back on, Reggie.
He's got the glasses.
Put the glasses
He's got like the Oakley, Pat Mahomes
put
type.
Put glasses on.
Justin Jefferson type.
That's the killer. That's the term. I'm going to call you the Terminator. You put them glasses on. That's all I'm going to say. Put them glasses on. Can
I turn my attention to the team that we swept in the Western Conference Finals?
Which team was that?
To
the Lakers.
So
the only reason why is because tomorrow we're getting a ring.
Oh, okay.
So I want you
and they're going to be
mind you, they have 17 of them. So
yeah, they're going to be there to see it though.
We got one
all right, that's fine.
Up. So what do you want to see? What do you want to see tomorrow night from the Nuggets? What are you looking forward to? Just seeing the 5 back on the court?
You know what? I know y'all don't want to hear this from me, but I'm gonna tell it. I don't even care if they win. I just want the banner up. I want them to be happy. I want them to, just be just.
You know why I want the Nuggets to win tomorrow?
Why?
Because you got to back up your coach and your team when they feel like Lakers just like Mike Malone we got to take that personal. Just game 1, we got to come and knock them out. 2, we got to show the Lakers that it don't matter if it's the playoffs or the regular season. We still gonna give you all this work. And I think that's why I want the Nuggets to win.
Christoph, what do you think?
I mean, I think the Lakers got some new toys. It's not the team you swept. But if you see them again down the line, even in the regular season, they're going to be a different team then. So I'm kind of closer to you than Kyle on this one. Like, the Nuggets lost their first game last season to Utah. Did the world end? No. We get rings tomorrow. So if they beat the Lakers tight, if they lose the Lakers, cool. I was the same way last year on Halloween when they went to LA and they got cheated on down some bad calls down the stretch by the refs and they lost that one. I don't really care. It's a long season.
I just saw
and I'm with you from the standpoint of like you gotta back they've been talking mess. This is game 1. Y'all just won the championship. Y'all swept them. What a night it would be to end it. The national television's going to be there. I know. You're the center of the NBA world.
Yeah, beat them down.
And you might as well beat them. I'm with you on that. But if they lose...
As a fan. I think we're talking as fans. As a fan, I want this to be about you. I want this to be about you doing,
I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't really like satisfy me if they win. If they win, it's just the chip. You know what it is? You know what it's the strawberry in the champagne.
Yeah.
Like I could drink the champagne without the strawberry, but if you're gonna give me a strawberry, then give me a strawberry.
All I'm saying is this. When you get a chance to beat the Lakers,
I get it.
You take the advantage.
I get
it. And again, it's since we're in Denver, it's the same thing.
You're right.
When Sean Payton was talking mess, the Broncos should have came out and beat the Jets.
Yes.
It's the same thing. It's like, hey, if y'all felt like Mike Malone was talking mess, even though it was Vic, it wasn't even.
It was Vic.
The main person that said it was actually Vic. But it doesn't matter. If y'all think Mike Malone was acting out of pocket during the parade and all that matters, we'll bring it back on game 1 too. And we'll get the rings that y'all thought you were going to get.
It never fails that Lakers always seem to make it about them. They just always seem to make it about them. We beat them 4 times in a playoff, go on and win the championship. And we got to worry about winning the game when we beat them.
No,
I mean, I get it.
We swept them, and the first thing that comes out of that sweep is that LeBron may retire.
Yeah, right. LeBron may retire.
That's what we were going to go with.
You know, and then when we really are the daddies, they've been our daddies for how many thousands of years, but we're their daddy for 1 year. We can't even say it. Can't even say it.
So they say, y'all sore losers.
Sore winners.
You want to use this to transition into not Nuggets?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so we're on to not Nuggets. The Lakers, they do have Taurean Prince. They have Cam Reddish. They have Gabe Vincent. And they have Christian Wood. And Jackson Hayes. These are the new guys. I like what they're doing. And I'm eating so much soap, so much crow, and I don't like it, but I'm just taking my fandom hatred of the Lakers off. They really have done a good job of building around LeBron's talents and AD's talents. The one thing that they don't have is that front court that they had when they won the championship in the bubble, where they could throw, 3 centers at you. One can come in and average, 13 fouls in 5 minutes of gameplay. So they don't have that, and they need to have some big steps by Jarrett Vanderbilt this season and Christian Wood. Christian Wood is, he's a name that people, non-casual fans of NBA have heard from since he was in Houston. They know that he can ball a little bit. But, the light is brighter. I think the quote he said when he became a Laker was, I've always dreamed of being a Laker, like most, basketball players say before they become Lakers. So I'm interested to see how they rock. But I don't know. I think they'll be a top 4 team in the West, maybe. I say top 6. They'll be a top 6 team.
What can you guarantee me from the Lakers? Is LeBron gonna be healthy all year?
No.
Is AD gonna be healthy all year? Then it doesn't matter who you added, because those are your guys. Those are the people you go to when things get tough. And if LeBron and AD aren't playing, I'm not scared of Austin Reeves. I'm sorry.
Words out of my mouth. I was gonna say, tell me how LeBron's gonna be. I'll tell you.
I said Jarrett Vanderbilt's got to step up. No,
got to.
And D'Lo. And Christian Wood. I said the others.
Okay, what is Jarrett Vanderbilt stepping up? 10 points? Like, he's not gonna be a 20 and 10 guy.
Okay, so what are you saying? Are they a play-in
You're
team?
saying the Lakers are the Nuggets' biggest threat. Is that what you're saying?
Or no, not really.
I would actually say yes, because I'm not sold on the Suns. I'm not. At this point in time.
They still got KD.
I know.
And Booker.
Yeah.
And they got the new guy.
Please tell me more.
Are we going into not Nuggets?
Please. I actually was a little bit more afraid of them when they had Ayton. As soon as they got Nurkic, I was like, barbecue.
But they also
chicken.
They also got Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal. When has Bradley Beal ever been healthy? Come on, same logic that you just used for LeBron and AD. This dude Bradley Beal has never had played 82 games.
But Bradley Beal doesn't have to be incredibly healthy for them.
He doesn't. And when was the last time he made a deep playoff run? I am not scared of no Phoenix Suns at this moment in time.
Suns took us to 6 last year without Bradley.
Yeah, and D Book shot 80% from the field.
No, I'm just saying to your point. If Bradley Beal doesn't have to be healthy throughout the year for them to be close to playing as well, they can play as well without Bradley.
They get a full year.
I'm saying you get another guy in Bradley Beal that matters.
Yeah, they get a full year together. KD and Book.
Yeah.
They're going to be improved, but you asked, do I think they're the biggest threat? I said the Lakers are.
The thing about the Suns is just like any other team, and we were that way till Denver got it too. You got to do defense to get to the champion. You got to have offense for sure, but you also have to have some defense, and because defense wins those games. And so, you saw how far Miami. I'm going all over the place here, but you saw how far Miami came. They got all the way to the finals because they were a defensively minded team. And so, unless Suns becomes, as good on defense as they darn sure are on offense, they'll be.
So I got this. I to your point, my biggest threat to Nuggets in the West is going to be the Suns. Chris, your biggest threat to the Nuggets sounds like it's the Lakers.
Yeah.
And just Janet, who do you have as the biggest threat to the Nuggets winning the West again this year?
Y'all ain't gonna like my answer.
Don't say Dallas.
I'm gonna say the Nuggets are the Nuggets' biggest.
No, non-Nuggets teams. Let's not do that.
I mean, that's fair.
It's a me versus me. Yeah, okay, of course. Okay,
okay.
Which team? Not the Nuggets.
I don't know. I guess it's one of the last teams we saw. So y'all named them. It was the Lakers and the Suns, and those are the two. I mean, unless the early one, Minnesota.
You like Minnesota?
The
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man is crazy.
He's crazy.
He's coming.
And then you're gonna say Oklahoma City with SGA.
And I'm gonna make you say it.
The Kings?
The Kings, yeah, the Kings are
good.
Golden State.
It just depends on
Golden State is given 2005 Lakers when
they got Gary Payton.
They got Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and it just doesn't work. It's just I don't think it's gonna work. No. I the writing's on the wall with that one.
Who are you gonna say? No.
You said Sacramento Kings.
You said the Kings, but I was gonna say you gotta say the dude that's on the new rookie Chet.
Oh, you're saying OKC? She said OKC.
I said OKC.
I know, but I said because they have Chet.
Chet,
SGA. SGA was balling this summer.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, then you got a couple teams that are maybes, like Memphis, maybe. Clippers, maybe. New Orleans, maybe. I'm excited to see some.
If y'all talking health, when you say Clippers, tell me about PG and tell me about Kawhi.
But that's what I'm saying. It's same with Zion, too. So it's like...
Which we've learned from football, and it's the same thing in basketball, and this is in sports. Yeah. Injury-prone people just tend to figure out how to... They know how to find the sunflower seed in the grass. Yeah. I don't know how it happens. They always do.
And trip on it.
And they always trip on it.
Yeah.
So I don't get how that works, but again, of course, if the Clippers stay healthy, they're going to be dangerous. Of course, if the Lakers stay healthy, they're going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Same with the Suns, because KD always is kind of always gimpy. Bradley Beal.
There you go.
Now Devin Booker has been pretty consistent.
Oh, yeah, Devin Booker's good.
He doesn't really, he's not like super injury prone. So maybe he's the dog. But the problem is, where's the point guard for that team? That's where I.
You know who else is always banged up?
Who?
Nurk.
Yeah, Nurk is too. Then what about? We didn't talk about Luka yet, so might as well throw his name in.
No, I was gonna get into that. I was gonna say the 3 Texas teams are actually pretty interesting in their own rights.
Yeah.
Because Houston, I like a lot of what they did. If they can just stay
I see them as
out the club, playing, but also like in season tournament, they could be in the running for that type of dub too.
You're right.
No,
oh my God.
They could be in the running for that. And then obviously
Dallas.
No, I was gonna say Wembanyama because he's coming and he's got a hell of a coach. So I think all three of them are gonna be interesting. I think of the 3, I kind of like Dallas the most.
Yeah, of course.
Because Dallas just went to it. They got
Luka.
Luka.
Came in. He's looked.
They've shown that they've gone deep.
I was gonna say he's lost weight. He's came into this league season in shape. I can't say lost weight or not, but
I think he got serious.
In shape. He's actually not. Sometimes Luka comes in kind of like James.
Yeah, kind of a little thick.
He gets he gets in shape throughout the season.
Look no further than down a chopper circle with Nikola.
Yeah,
Nikola get better throughout the season. Yeah, too. He don't come in like tip top.
No,
I'll tell you this, and no one's gonna say it, and I don't know if they should be a threat or even on anybody's attention because they got their best players out 25 games, but. I think when Ja Morant comes back, they'll probably still be solid.
I said Memphis would be
they lost some people.
I said
They lost Dylan Brooks. Actually making them kind of, he was.
And they have Marcus Smart, who's a bona fide leader.
Yeah, they leveled up to me. So let's switch over to the East.
I
don't want to give them the West too much. It's the Nuggets.
It's Nuggets to lose.
All right, but in the East, who's the biggest threat to the Nuggets?
The Nuggets?
Yeah, Milwaukee.
We'll get to
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
In a championship rematch. Who's the biggest? You said Milwaukee?
Yeah. I love the Heat. I like Milwaukee. I like Boston.
Why Boston? Tell me. I know it's Jason Tatum and all. I get it. But what else?
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I
get it.
Have
you heard that name before?
They got a Mel, though. They got a gel.
It doesn't matter. The same thing is true with the Bucks, who got Damian Lillard and Giannis.
They got a gel.
They got a gel for real.
Yeah, but they still got Middleton. And then
and the same thing goes with Boston. They have honestly, Boston might even upgraded from from Marcus Smart to Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a team that's going to be better now, if anything.
And they got
Kristaps Porzingis. They still have Al Horford. They have a squad.
Pritchard stepping up, playing pretty nice.
What now?
Grant Williams leaving is going to hurt a little bit.
They got Malcolm Broderick still.
Yeah.
Now y'all know I love Al Horford and all, but how old is the man?
And then they got the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
So I would say Boston. Realistic. I think they're going to win.
It's those two. One of those two. It's Milwaukee or
Milwaukee. And to
be
fair, if you asked me last year this time who was going to be in the finals, I'd have said the Nuggets versus Boston.
Really?
That's who I would have said. So I think we're going to have that this year. I think it's finally going to happen as Nuggets versus Boston. Really? That's my prediction.
What about my Cavs? What about my Cavs?
No, I gave up hope on them.
You gave up hope on them
after last year. How they got beat by the Knicks. I think the Knicks are more dangerous than the Cavs.
Yeah, I think the Knicks are more dangerous.
I think the Knicks and Cavs are the 4-5 again.
Yeah.
Because they both kind of just dance in that weight class, and one might shock the world and get to 3.
They could take 3 because 76ers could have a down year with James Harden leaving.
Could.
Well, they got to get that fixed. They got to get James Harden still there.
You know who they should trade for?
Who?
Ben Simmons.
You got jokes. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's come back. Did you see? He's like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should trade for him.
I think he should stay where he's at. Get his
game
mentals,
back.
Get his chickens together, and just let him hoop by himself.
And if some of the tape we've been seeing, the videos or whatever coming out of his practice sessions are true, and he carries that from there to the games, then he may be back.
I think there's 2 other teams that are pretty interesting and worth talking about in the East. The East, why we spend so much time in the West is because there's actually parity and good teams. The East is per usual.
Yeah. Milwaukee, Boston, Miami.
But the other 2 I wanted to throw in there, one for Kyle specifically, and then another team I actually think will be pretty good and shock a lot of teams. Indiana. I think Indiana's going to be pretty good. I like Halliburton. Obviously, they added. She sits back in her seat.
I like Kristaps because he'll give all the teams that otherwise would never get any ESPN shout out on the. He's like, I believe in Houston winning the playing game, or playing tournament.
Indiana on the other side.
Halliburton
and
Brucey B. Brucey B gonna be fed and plays well, so I like their team.
I love Brucey B. But without the surrounding cast, that Brucey B was able to just freestyle.
Like Jeremy Grant.
Getting
points on a team that don't matter.
But that's what I'm saying. But he could be something of substance there. I'm just saying they're not an overlooked team necessarily. I think they could make some noise in the East, which I think is a very, very weak conference this season.
What about
Chicago? The other team I was going to say, and I was looking at you, Kyle, because your boy's coming back.
Yes.
The dude who walks on water.
Yes, this is my team.
Detroit. What do you think about Detroit?
I believe in Detroit, and here's why, though.
Okay.
They got another young talent. The Thompson brothers, one of the Thompson twins. Isn't it Amen? Is not SC.
Yeah, he's hurt though. Is he not?
No, he's
the one in Houston's the one that's going crazy.
No, they both was hooping.
Okay, bet.
Amon is nice, and I think that tandem, and then you also add in Ivy. I think there's that Detroit team starting to get closer to what you want to see. I'm not saying that they're gonna be any. I'm just shouting out.
To me, on the comparison between the East and the West, Sacramento, OKC, I get it. Those are the
Detroit's somewhere in that stage.
Yes, that's right. They are.
They might get to a playing game.
Yeah.
That's where
they have Wiseman now as well. And they have Usar Thompson.
Before we go into a little lightning round.
Oh, so Amon may be the one that got hurt then if you said the one in Houston got hurt.
But he's the one that's also been balling this preseason.
Ashar or something.
Yeah, he's the one that's Asar. He's on Detroit.
He's in Houston.
No, Amon's in Houston.
Amon's in Houston, and the other one's in. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. And we had a listener say we need the win tomorrow night, so that's on me. He said we can work out the kinks later.
Okay, listener, we're with you. We're not saying we don't want to win a game. On. You know, me.
I said I'd be cool with not winning.
Just Janet and Christoph said, we need to win the game, but as a fan, we said. We just be happy to see that banner go up, they get them rings, and everybody smiling, and
Yeah. All right, let's go into lightning round real quick. Do you want to start with MVP? Who do you got as MVP of the NBA this year?
Of the NBA?
Yeah, because this is not Nuggets. So
Can I go last? Because you know who I'm going to say.
I'm going Nikola Jokic too.
Okay, all right. Well then,
here's why. Because Jokic didn't do what I thought he was going to do last year. This is one of my biggest predictions last year. It didn't hit quite yet. And Russ is talking smack, so I want Jokic to do it this year. I want him to average the triple-double. If he averages the triple-double and the Nuggets win 50 to 60 games, he's gonna win MVP. So I got Jokic this year. On the comeback, on the respect, the one because they didn't give it to him last year out of the he needs to blank.
3 in a row.
He's back.
Blah, blah.
He's back to being able to win it again.
Yeah.
I got Jokic with the caveat of Luka. I'll say with a caveat of Luka.
That's funny. That is funny you said that. Because I was going to say Giannis with a caveat of Luka.
Because the league wants to give it to Luka.
And here's why I was going to say it. Because Nikola and Embiid are good ones because they're like the top dog on the top teams. So if they do well, they're going to be good. Lillard going to the Bucks now kind of like, for some voters, like those little water on the fire a little bit.
Giannis?
It tames it down a little bit because if Giannis has this crazy season and Lillard has a great season, they're like, well, they
both have one.
Because the other person I was thinking about was Devin Booker. It's going to be very hard for Devin Booker unless he just goes crazy this year.
You mean 80% shooting?
Not that crazy, but if he shoots at a high clip and does Devin Booker things, we know he can do it. They might still be like, well, he's got Kevin Durant on his team.
And he
has.
It's like,
so that's why I said.
Bill.
That's why I said I think Giannis because Giannis. He's Giannis. It's a very chalk pick. I'm not going out on a limb. And then in Luka because like you said. Luka's the only one that don't want to win MVP at this point.
Luka wants to win MVP because he came back in shape, ready to go.
And if that's the thing,
finally,
most times MVP starts with the narrative week 1.
Yeah.
So whoever the narrative comes out of this week 1, and if you're already saying he's coming back in the best shape of his life, and he wins the first 2 of 3 games,
it's over then.
But if then
it's his.
He's on the top 5.
Who could have got it last year off the narrative?
Yeah, he could have.
If they didn't get pushed down a little bit with Jason Tatum. So Tatum could be an outside looking in. If you're a sports bettor and those odds on Tatum look good, that's a chance.
So y'all didn't say who y'all was saying before we got on this call. You said I'm going Joker. Joker. So you said Wemby.
I did not say that. I said wait. Okay. Let's clarify that to the listeners. Yeah. I said that Wembanyama will win an MVP in the next 5 seasons. I saw enough out of this dude. I have.
And if we're just giving out,
if he stays healthy.
I think Wemby's gonna win an NBA championship too. I don't know if I'm not putting a time limit on.
You know you can't win it by yourself, right?
No, that's why I said it's gonna take some years to build around him, but he's that guy.
He is.
I've seen it.
I've seen enough.
I've seen enough. He's that guy.
I have to see. I have to physically
over
see
a long period of time.
I'm not gonna project it. I'm not gonna hope it. I'm not doing it. I want to see it. So if he shows me, I will believe it. If he doesn't, I'm not.
We have not gone rapid speed, but let's go 6th man of the year. Who do you got?
Ooh. Wow.
CB.
Yeah, right.
I'll say that.
There you go.
Nah, I got Malcolm Brogdon again.
Really?
Run it back?
Yeah, it's the easy choice. He's going to get a lot of hoops, a lot of minutes.
He's going to get a lot of minutes.
He's going to be able to produce.
I think CB. Because if CB becomes
the NBA? Sixth man of the year of the NBA?
Why not? If he comes off the bench.
You giving out the Mamba. You giving out the Mamba.
I messed his name up. I got to give him something. Come on. I mean, if he comes off the bench, like I think he's going to be the sixth person off our bench all the time.
But Bruce Brown didn't even do it, and he was hooping all year.
Bruce Brown was hooping all year, and they just started giving see the problem that the reason why CB might be able to do it, they're going to give us our due this time because we're the champions. They have to. Last year they didn't even start talking about us much until after we won on Christmas Day.
Bones Highland, so you're in the
you're doing
the same family. You're in the same family.
All right. What about you?
Bones could be an interesting pick this year. I mean,
he got hurt in the
he just got hurt. Game. I did forget he just got hurt.
I don't know. A little piece of me wants to say like Gabe Vincent or somebody from like, the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
What?
I know he's big on the Lakers today.
What in the world?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Head. Has he got temperature
I
or
am
something?
hot. This room is maybe
God.
that's why
must
the room
be.
is spinning.
I'll tell you who the runner-up last year was. Emmanuel Quickly. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll switch to coach of the year since we're on the roll.
I'm staying with the Nuggets. I'm staying in my Nuggets lane. Michael Malone, he deserves it.
He does deserve it. He will be the coach up to get it.
Yeah, if you're on your way to doing back-to-backs or something, come on. Of course, he would have to get it.
Yeah, I think he has a good shot.
He got us all the way back and we're in the playoffs and we're number one in the West again or anything close to it.
It's kind of like Jamal. If you're in range, you're gonna have a good shot of winning it.
Yeah. If he's in range, he's gonna have she's gonna be up there in the top names called.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just what I think.
I like Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Why?
Because I think the
didn't he do it last year?
Yeah, he could do it again.
Oh my.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Or actually, I dig this one a little bit more. Nick Nurse. In Philly.
Okay. Is that crickets?
Yeah, I did hear.
I just heard. I legitimately heard a cricket.
I legit heard.
I mean, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just throwing out names.
All right.
Yeah, I had one and then I forgot, so we'll just go with Mike Malone.
Yeah, let's go. Hey.
All right, Rookie of the Year. This is easy. If you're giving him such high praise, he has to win Rookie.
Yeah, come on. Just say his name.
You better say Chet then.
Huh?
You better say Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
Just be a hater. If you're going to can be a dastardly one.
I'm gonna go with Victor Wembanyama.
Of course you are.
I'm going easy.
I'm not going out on a limb on this one. He's gonna win it.
Yeah.
But stay in my Nuggets lane. I'm not going to say it's going to be. I would love it to be Strother or Hunter.
I don't think he's going to play enough.
Yeah,
they're not. Oh, yeah. He is on Mike Malone's team. Those rookies get. Nah. But CB rose to the occasion and got there, so.
It's going to be hard for him to even beat out like Amen Thompson or Scoop. So
yeah, right.
That ain't happening.
With that, let's go to the 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes remaining.
What you got?
This is the Just Nuggets podcast.
It is.
We are the defending champions.
We are.
It's only right that we talk about last year one last time at least.
At least once more.
To say that we did it. So, What was your favorite playoff memory from last year's run? We can start with anyone.
We have so many of them.
Memory.
I'll say what mine is. Okay, I'll go first.
Yes, thank you.
I'll set the stage. I'm in Atlanta. Nuggets are up 2-0. Western Conference Finals. I'm in a Laker bar. I don't know how I got there. It's crazy. There's people there, whatever. I can't talk about it on the record. The Nuggets is getting beat. This is the Nuggets are getting beat.
Yeah, I remember those games.
I'm the only Nuggets fan you'll ever meet in this place. And LeBron goes up for that windmill and throws it and misses it. Remember when LeBron has a breakaway and misses it?
Yes.
At that moment, I said, uh-oh. Because I knew the Nuggets was going to capitalize on that moment. And did they ever? Jamal going off.
Yep.
The bang. The all that. How they came back in one quarter.
That's it.
That was it. That was my favorite memory.
That was
I gotta do a Just Jays and do a championship moment. I'll just never forget after they won, walking around downtown Denver, just like hugging random people.
Yeah,
that was just the moment. But like during the run, the best moment was Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals when they were just throbbing the Lakers, and I think it was Yoke to AG, and AG just goes up and just slams the thing, and that arena went so nuts. Like everyone's yelling. I literally lost control of my arms. It was just like
Outer body.
It was outer body. It was one of those actual outer body experiences. Yeah. It was like, this team's good. We're gonna smoke them. I believe it was like it all culminated, and it was that one slam dunk, and it just everybody went crazy.
I guess mine favorite was, and I mean I don't know, when Joker had already gotten his triple double, and Jamal was just balling, and he was just doing everything, and he needed one more to get the triple double. Are people
still mad about that? They was
mad
about that.
I don't care. That's haters.
That was big time hater.
If it were you, and they've asked like every athlete I know, they said, if it were you, would you have wanted to get it? And they were like, absolutely. That's a combination of your whole life. First of all, the man was working on getting a triple double in a playoff game.
Yeah.
On the road. Come on. So that was my favorite. I love that game. I love that it happened. I think they both deserved it. They're the duel of the whole season. Those two. That's just my favorite. Just sticks with me.
I'll let you close it out, Dot. But that was a great team.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be so satisfied to see that banner go up there and to see that 2022, 2023.
Less than 24 hours.
What was it? 12, 15 of them and those coaches and that staff, like in those moments.
Yeah.
They will hang forever and will always be remembered in the city of Denver, which is a really cool part to have been a part of it. And season 1 of the podcast started with it.
What did we say? Didn't we call it something?
Ain't satisfied with one.
Ain't satisfied with one.
Because what did Mike Malone say? He said, first you start blank, then you do blank. Then he said, then you win a championship. And after you become a champion, no, actually Pat Riley said it. After you get a championship, you become a dynasty. And that's what the Nuggets are focused on. This season's all about being better. And winning another one.
Yep. So let's go, Nuggets.
Let's go, Nuggets. From the Just Nuggets podcast, I'm your favorite podcast point guard,
yes,
K. Kali. We have Justin Janet on the microphone.
Follow us on X.
I guess that's the first time we're saying that.
Yeah.
Follow us on X. And Christoph Yalich on the microphone as well.
Hey, go Nuggets.
Go Nuggets. Go Nuggets.